I go through stages of being like, okay, really okay with the existence of TikTok, right? I'm happy with all the opportunities it's given people. It's a great tool. And then that's followed by stages of heavy hatred for the app. The things I hate about it the most, right, is the constant ads. And I don't just mean influencers advertising stuff. I mean constant ads, whether that be a advert from a company, somebody trying to sell me migraine head scarves, whatever it is, toilet roll, toilet paper, fake Stanley cups. It is constant. That place has turned into, everyone says it's turned into QVC, but QVC are classy. This is just some kind of market. And I'm always seeing people telling me that some tripod is going to be life-changing. It's not, it's a tripod. You stick your phone to it, it stands up. And the other thing is the sheer mass of misinformation about any subject on TikTok being shown to potentially millions and millions of people. TikTok is to millennials and Gen Z what Facebook is to older generations, right? When they see a piece of really obviously manufactured fake information, but they believe it. And this can be anything as serious as political information down to something like sunscreen can kill you, or make this recipe that actually is unmakeable. You know what I mean? It can range from important to not important at all, but people will believe quite a lot of things that they are shown. What really annoys me though is that when these kind of things are mixed together, misinformation, shock tactics mixed with trying to sell beauty products. Before I get into this today, please do consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and if you don't know what to comment algorithm. So a while back, I came across this TikTok profile called Beauty Sis. You may have seen my brother talk about this briefly in one of his videos. I feel like we're on the same algorithm, you know what I mean? So you may be a little bit familiar with this situation. I do want to delve a little bit deeper into it today. I became interested in this page because of the large amounts of obviously fake information I reported every single post. Did TikTok do anything? No. Now, one thing to know about TikTok is the majority of people come across content on the For You part of the app. As soon as you open the app, it's on For You, and that could be anyone's content. It isn't just people you follow. And there is a bit that's like people you follow, which you can go to. Not a lot of people use that or flick through that. They like to discover new things on the For You part. For those of you who don't use TikTok, maybe you use Instagram, it's like flicking through the, what's it called, discovery page? I can't remember what it's called. You know when you click on that telescope? Microphone, magnifying glass, Jesus. And it has all the different things. It's like going through that. It's not necessarily people you follow, but it's recommended for you. So what you'll notice a lot of time from TikTok profiles, not all of them, is people that try to make businesses from them, is they post a lot of the same posts every day, or a very similar post. Perhaps they'll use the same sound, the same font, the same text, the same idea, and recycle it over and over and over again. Because a lot of the time, majority of the time, people are going to come across that post from a new audience. I could go on there and post the same TikTok every day and not a lot of people are going to notice unless they consciously, just about my phone, follow what I'm doing. So technically, whenever you post on TikTok, you reach a whole new audience of people who aren't necessarily following you. Possibly. So this page in particular, the Beauty Sis one, uses this, they utilize this in the most crazy way possible. Pretty much posting the same thing every single day. This page would post a picture of a nurse who clearly, if you have been around in the world recently and can do any kind of rational thinking, has been wearing protective face masks and stuff like that during the peak of COVID time. We all saw pictures of those nurses, people working in hospitals with COVID patients when it first happened, who all had to wear those extremely tight protective face coverings to a point where it scarred their faces. It was cutting their faces, it was doing all sorts of horrible stuff to their faces, but they were doing it for their safety. So on TikTok, you can do a carousel like on Instagram. So it means you can upload 5 pictures and the person swipes through the post to see each one. So this is how they would do these posts. I would upload a picture of this nurse. It would have a caption on the screen of something like, just had to pull the plug on the life support machine of a 19-year-old girl who died because she used a toxic mascara. Not word for word, something like that. This would then be followed by pictures of like just loads of misinformation about lash products and mascara in general and the ingredients within mascara. So I should have saved them at the time, but I went back and they were all gone. Don't worry, I still have some to show you. But also TikTok's algorithm is really good and I came across this.
This is quite possibly the most unethical thing I think I've ever seen on this platform, and you're going to help me because we're all going to tag TikTok. This page Beauty Sis needs to go. Utilizing this image of an unknown nurse, they say, we just had a 19-year-old girl pass away of an infection using toxic mascara products. This has had 3.4 million views. It's a carousel, so when you swipe, the first thing that comes up is the Lash Princess from Essence. It says that it contains 25% of lead and oxybenzone and it's made in sweatshops. Bullshit. I have literally just looked this up and I couldn't find any of those ingredients. But don't hold it there. It says that it causes these things. Let's swipe again, shall we? This one contains 50% mercury and metal shavings. Bullshit. But in case you wanted to know, it can cause these things. Disgusting. It's a load of BS and it doesn't contain any of those things. We're familiar already. This is highly poisonous and dangerous, as if they're really putting that in our cosmetics. What is so disgusting is that they have included the image of this nurse and another nurse multiple times on the page for one purpose only. Because this is what they're trying to push at you, a lash serum. It's in all their carousels, and all you gotta do is click the link in their bio, which will take you to an Amazon page. ACCC, where you at, babe? When something doesn't feel right, you need to do this yourself. Look at their profile. How many times has this been used? What else are they posting? What are their qualifications? I cannot do this alone.
So this is the user driven by beauty on TikTok, a dermal clinician whose content consists of a lot of like just myth busting some of these awful posts on TikTok with the shit information. You can see, and you just heard, just how incorrect a lot of this information was, all the information was. And what did we discover? Why are these pictures of this nurse during probably the most stressful time of their life being used on TikTok? To sell a serum, a lash serum from Amazon. Someone made a post of a real nurse, a real person having a really shit time at work, working endless hours during a worldwide pandemic, and made it about a 19-year-old dying from toxic mascara so they could sell and make a small commission on a lash serum. And this lash serum doesn't seem to be anything special. It seems pretty mixed in terms of the reviews. We know brands love to fearmonger, I should say. Clean brands love to fearmonger and make people believe that makeup is gonna poison them or kill them just so they can sell their products, which also aren't as clean as they believe they are. And for people who are unable to do their own research and take things at face value, this kind of stuff works on them. Like what was said in that TikTok, all you have to do is take a look at their profile and do some digging. Sorry, I just sneezed, so it looks like I've been crying. The profile has a link to a serum that they are trying to sell. And there's also other videos on the page. Things like, my mum used to be a Victoria's Secret model. This is what she used to do. And it'd be tea, skinny tea, running every day, this lash serum. And in your mind, something must tell you, okay, this isn't quite right. And another concerning aspect of this, as we saw in that video, is this reached 3.4 million people. This is more viewers than a lot of beauty influencers get on YouTube right now, right? And it's so much easier to pay attention on TikTok than it is to watch a full-length video like this. For some younger people. Imagine for a moment if a top beauty influencer got onto YouTube, made these kind of claims without even getting even 1 million views. There'll be outrage, there'll be a formal apology video. 3.4 million people saw this on TikTok. This is another reason I don't like TikTok, because this kind of thing goes unnoticed, swept under the rug, and unnoticed is kind of a lot to say considering 3.4 million people see it. Had Driven by Beauty not made this post and requested that people tag TikTok in these posts to get them taken down, those posts would have still been up. When people report something in mass on TikTok, more than likely it's going to get taken down and questioned. Now, although TikTok do kind of take things down when it's mass reported, a lot of me doubts that TikTok did a lot in this situation. Like I said, I reported every single one and didn't get any kind of result from it. What I think might have happened is that the person who posts this, Beauty Sis, saw this kind of reaction and decided to take those posts down or archive them for now. But they still continue to post in a similar style, so they're still using this picture of a nurse. But now she's a lash tech. And she's saying that the industry is full of deep, dark secrets. The lash tech industry So many dark secrets that they don't want you to know, whoever they are in the lash tech industry. Now, I don't know if this is the same worldwide, but a lot of lash techs in the UK are more than likely self-employed. They learn the skill and then they kind of make their own business, or they work for a salon. There is no big lash tech conglomerate that's like, don't tell anybody our secrets. You know, it's not the magic circle. Is that still around? So I just want you to take a look at some of these images with me. This is the image of the nurse that was used before. This was previously a nurse who had experienced someone dying because of the poison mascara. When I first started working as a lash tech, I didn't expect this industry to be so fucked up. Here are the secrets they force us to gatekeep. 30-30-30 is a daily requirement in the first 30 minutes of waking up, eating 30 grams of protein followed by 30 minutes of steady state cardio. Why, as a lash tech, okay, I'm at lash tech school and I'm your horrible gatekeeping educator. Don't tell anybody about 30-30-30 and protein. What the fuck's that got to do with your lash tech? Bee pollen was provided if we wanted to take it. I grew a full cup size in 2 months. Fuck's that got to do with lash tech? If we had back or face acne leading up to the shoot. What shoot? What shoot? Moringa powder was prescribed. Putting this in tea clears my skin up so fast it's insane. Bottle shampoo was banned, natural shampoo bars only to save our hair. If your lashes were too short, you would never get hired in the first place. We got it off Amazon. This will make them grow super fast naturally in less than 4 weeks. Fuck's that got to do with it being a lash tech apart from the serum? You will see, you will see. When I first started working as a lash tech, I didn't expect this industry to be so corrupt. They're corrupt now. Here are the secrets they force us to hide from you. Same again, same again, same again, same again, same again. After 9 years working double shifts at Sephora, this is just someone different now, I got fired for helping a single mum buy her daughter a birthday gift. So here are the secrets they force us to gatekeep. 25% banned in Europe, this isn't banned in Europe, I have this. Contains mercury and metal shavings. Causes brain fog, anxiety, skin discoloration. 50% what? Also 50% what? Contains lead. Causes hormonal disorders and rapid skin aging. How is your mascara going to cause rapid skin aging? Blindness. They said this one causes depression, this mascara. This Glotion from L'Oreal, that was quite popular, causes acne and brain fog. And this mascara causes lung overflow. Instead, guess what? Guess what instead? Use the lash serum. Then we have one rating the worst and best lash serums. In my 27 years of use, she isn't 27, -4 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 100,000. I don't even know if that's, what is that? 10,000? What number is that? I'm dyslexic, sorry. Instant results, no prescription needed. On Amazon, no side effects, the best. That's not gonna give you lung overflow. We also have these. I paid $4,462 to see Kylie Jenner's esthetician. Here's everything I learned for free. That is Kylie Jenner's esthetician, but that's Kim Kardashian. He said to throw out all bottled makeup removers. He said avocados are packed with vitamin B, which improve growth and something. And for growing lashes, which is what I wanted to know, he said that this is the only natural serum he prescribes. One thing you'll notice about the posts is how absolutely none of them make any sense. And that's actually because they use the same picture of this nurse being a lash tech, followed by they told us 30-30-30, they told us to eat this. They use that on every post. So it can be, I was an old Victoria's Secret model. I was a porn star, they do for years. These are the secrets and they just load up with the same pictures. So let me just touch on this image again. I reverse image search this image. So when you go to Google, you can drag the image into it and it finds every image related to that online, unless it's from a private profile. And it is indeed a nurse showing scarring from COVID face protection during COVID, the peak of COVID. The image is from, I need to read it, sorry, COVID-19 DKSH brochure 2020 for personal care industry in India, which seems to be like a self-care guide for people working in the healthcare industry, for people wearing masks, if they go through washing hands, how to keep the hands from cracking and bleeding, how to wash the hair, all this other stuff, how to look after the skin. They even touch on makeup and what to wear underneath. This image has been used so many times to scare people into doing anything clean, right? Not just makeup, not just food, everything. I found these images through the reverse image search and a lot of these were on Instagram in a carousel or as a video. Just today, fast food has sent 18 people to our clinic with heart attacks. Avoid these at all costs. They were selling vitamin supplements. Just now, I witnessed a woman die from taking toxic supplements. Avoid these at all costs. Another supplement. Telling the parents of an 18-year-old boy that their son had to get half of his abdomen removed due to drinking energy drinks sucks. These are exactly what causes this. That was to sell like a natural energy drink. And here we can see more of this happening with her image, but also with other people. And this is all based on energy drinks, supplements, all this kind of stuff, not mascara killing people. Please do not fall for stuff like this. This is so manipulative just to sell something online. This is why I dislike TikTok a lot. A lot of this goes on. Sometimes it's not this deep. Sometimes it's just somebody selling a box of products and like, look at all these amazing things I got, and then you get your box and it's crap. Or they're just trying to sell you off-brand mobile phones. When you get them, they are also terrible. Do not believe a lot of what you see. Do like the minimum research, click on a profile, click on a few links, reverse image search things. Please do not fall for misinformation like this. Don't throw away your mascaras because they contain lead and mercury, which they don't, by the way. They're not gonna damage your lungs. They're not gonna cause premature aging. It is the most ridiculous thing I've seen in a very long time, and frightening, because people do this not only with products, food, everything like that. They do it with fake news. Not like fake news, like fake, literally they make up storylines. They do it with politics. They do it about wars. They make stories up about gay people, trans people, women, men. They are just so awful. Please do the minimum research. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Give this video a thumbs up. Do consider subscribing and be careful out there on the internet. I will see you very, very soon. Bye.